Shebahn, what have you got?
Oh, Rangers.
Oh.
Rangers. Welcome back to the new season. Ali McCoist, if you are listening. Good morning. Rangers dropped points in the opening game of the season against Motherwell. 1-1, a very poor performance at that. But the big news is that the new manager, Russell Martin, literally machine gunned the dressing room at full time. Here you go.
I think we were lucky to get a point. We were nowhere near where we need to be, and I'm extremely disappointed and hurt by that. They were braver than us, they were more aggressive than us. There is a default here. The default is to revert to type, which is when it's going really well, everyone's all in, it's really good. When it's not going well, you protect yourself a little bit, and the self-preservation stuff. So we had two men on the pitch today that want to do what they want to do. When you want to just jog around and do what you want to do, there's a big problem. So some of them have to drop their ego.
Yeah.
Come on, Russell, give him a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, Shebahn.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was all we, and it wasn't. There was no names mentioned, nothing individual, or anything like that.
There were.
Was there?
Yeah. Dessers was the only one.
How about he praised him, didn't he?
But in praising him.
So we know who he's not praising. He said that everybody else needs to take it.
Listen to this. Russell Martin, I quote, "There was no aggression, no courage, no intensity. I saw self-preservation on the pitch. If you don't want to run and fight, we have a big problem." Now, that wasn't yesterday. That was October 2024 when his Southampton side had lost against Bournemouth. So this is almost a little speech that he's got there when his team don't perform.
Oh, wow, okay. I mean, this is funny because online the Southampton fans have waded in the Rangers kind of forums to have their say on that as well, and said, now speaking about ego, you might start to notice that maybe Russell Martin has a slight ego as well. And what you're saying there about maybe reciting some of the things that he'll say when it's been a poor performance is maybe something we'll start to spot. Some people saying that he's got an arrogance about him as well. You know, he plays this certain style, maybe the players can't play that way, maybe he'll have to adapt as well. However, Cammy Bell, former keeper for Rangers, was on at the weekend on talkSPORT, and he said that a lot of the Rangers fans will welcome this. But now it is up to him. I mean, they're playing tomorrow, aren't they, in qualifying for the Champions League? The players who haven't stepped up, will he drop them? Will he have the accountability for that?
Yeah, Shebahn, you can't massage players every time after a game, whether if they've been hopeless, if they've been rubbish. Sometimes it can sting a little bit, the criticism, if it is public. If it's individual, I get it. I think you have to draw the line at that. But what he said there in a generic kind of way, I don't have a problem with that, and I think the players go home, they know exactly what he means, and there'll be one or two of those who'll be thinking, is it me? Is it me? You know, and I don't think that's a bad thing sometimes for a manager to have in his locker. I really don't.
Go lay down the law early.
Of course you have.
You know, these are my standards. This is what I expect from you lot, and hopefully from his point of view and Rangers' point of view, they'll get the reaction that he's hoping for and probably expects in Europe this week.
Is it too early? Like day one of the
No. Lay down the law straight away. This is what I expect.
Yeah. And
these are my standards.
I mentioned, Shebahn, about a bit of unpredictability as a coach. I honestly think sometimes when you're in a dressing room and you're expecting a rollicking and you don't get it, and then another time you'll be expecting a little bit of a pat on the back, that don't come either, and then you get praised lavished upon you when you might think I didn't really get it or didn't really deserve it. I don't think there's anything wrong with a coach having that group of players and just keeping them guessing a little bit, particularly early on.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.